right. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. I think we're waiting on about three more, but I'll keep my phone on me if they text me and they can join us whenever they're ready. Anyway, welcome, my friends. I'm so, like I said, excited and grateful to be here with you guys. I think I say that every class, but even more, especially now, because, there's some hurdles or obstacles making it here, making it to practice with you guys. So I appreciate you for being here. If you haven't taken my class before, just a quick couple pieces of housekeeping. Number one, my name's Cassie. Welcome. If you haven't taken my classes before, I just really encourage and invite you to like take it as an offering. What I offer is simply that it's an offering. You can take it or leave it. You can add on, you could take off, you could take breaks whenever you need or want. And with your camera, you can leave them on, you can take them off. It really depends what feels most comfortable for you. Um, it looks like you guys are all good and muted for now, but if you have any questions, feel free to unmute. Otherwise, if you could stay muted during practice, that would be great. And if you want to play any soft music like on your phone or on your computer off to the side, feel free. But otherwise, I will not be playing music. And lastly, if you guys can't hear me at any point, that's my biggest concern, kind of. Feel free to just unmute and let me know. But otherwise, let's go ahead and come to our mats. I'm going to invite that we get started lying down on our back this afternoon. So feel free to find any comfortable position lying down. That can be full shavasana, kind of going full starfish on your mat, legs out wide, arms out wide. But this could also look a variety of different ways. So as you get settled in, I invite you to take a few moments to wiggle into it. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, wiggle your back on the mat. And then as you feel ready and comfortable, settle into a little bit of stillness. For those of you that are not active home practitioners, I personally am not. It is a little bit of a struggle for me. The biggest point of resistance that I typically hear about or speak with my friends about is there's a lot of distractions. There's always so much going on around you. And so today, as we practice, instead of thinking about them and labeling them as distractions, what if we allow them to be part of our experience? As we settle in, allow yourself a few moments to notice any noises in the room, maybe the sound of a clock, the sound of a dripping faucet, or just simply the sound of your breath. Notice the sensation of the light against your eyelids, the cool or warm air against your skin. Notice if there's any smells in the room without trying to label them good, bad, just taking stock and noticing sensation. And then finally, start to notice your breath without actively trying to change it, noticing your breath's cadence, pace, rhythm, and depth, where the breath travels and moves in the body, and how, regardless of whatever's happening around us, connecting to our breath connects us to ourselves in this moment right now. We'll start off with a couple of guided deep breaths together. Wherever you are in relationship to your breath, take a full exhale, empty the lungs, draw the low belly in, feel the shoulders soften, the expression soften. Start to take a deep, full, expansive breath in through the nose, fill up the belly, expand through the ribs, broaden across the collarbones. As you reach the top of your inhale, open up the mouth, take a big sigh out, release, let it go. Two more times, take a deep, full, expansive breath in. Big, full, expansive breath out. And one more time. Deep, full body breath, big inhale. Big exhale, release, let it go. As you feel ready, start to find some gentle movement through the body. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, circle at the wrists, the ankles. Eventually, take a big good morning stretch, take the arms up overhead, point the toes, arch the back, let the kneecaps lift, and then draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. You can catch for fingers, wrists, maybe opposite fingertips or knees. Rock a little bit side to side, relax the shoulders down towards the mat. Extend the legs up to 90 for waterfall and then take the arms up to 90 as well. So hands and legs are both reaching towards the ceiling. Start to make little fists with your hands, roll out your wrists, and then draw circles with the ankles. Can move the ankles in any way that feels good, point, flex, get both directions with your movements. Maybe you keep the feet touching or separate them hips width distance apart. Now start to bend into the knees, catch on top of the shins, and then draw circles with the knees together, away from one another. Feel low belly draw in, ground down through the low back. Again, you can point or flex the feet. And then start to get the opposite direction with your circles, just gently opening up, mobilizing the hips, starting to get some lubrication in the joint. Happy baby, flex into the feet, draw the heels towards the ceiling, catch onto the feet. You could also catch onto the shins or even the backs of the hamstrings if you're feeling a little tight in the hips. And then work to keep this active. So push your feet into your hands into your feet, ground down best you can through the low back. And maybe you stay here. Again, maybe you rock a little bit side to side. Let the shoulders actively drop down towards the mat. Half happy baby will release the left foot. So release the grip on the left leg, let the left leg go long and release it down towards the mat. If this is too much at any point, you can bend into the left knee and plant the sole of the foot on the mat. Otherwise, I like to take my left hand to the left hip point, like a gentle reminder to gently ground down, and then use the strength of your right hand to gently draw right knee down towards the shoulder and towards the mat. If this is too much, you can release the grip on the foot and instead grab for the back of the right hamstring with the right hand. Now from here, this is where you might want to release the grip on the foot, take the hand to the right hamstring, or you can keep the grip. As you inhale, bend into the right knee, bring your right foot towards your right butt cheek. And then as you exhale, lengthen through the right leg, take it out towards the right for a supine big toe B. Few more rounds of movement. As you inhale, bend into the right knee, bring the right foot towards the right butt cheek. Exhale, take right foot out to the right. And one more time, bend into the right knee, and exhale, take it out to the side. Now pause here with the right leg extended any degree. You can always keep a little bend into the right knee to protect the hamstring, the knee, or maybe you want to straighten it out, flex through the foot, drive through the heel. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bend into the right knee, bring the right knee back into the chest, give it a little squeeze, take an inhale. And as you exhale, supine twist. Right knee will cross the body, go to the left. Opportunity to twist to the right as you gaze over the right shoulder and reach the right arm out to the right. Bring back of the right palm on the mat and then use your exhales to compress the belly, softening through the waist, softening into the expression, surrendering to time and gravity here. Let the shoulders be soft, especially from all of the active effort of shoveling that you've probably been doing lately. And then make your way back through center. Quick reset through happy baby. So bring both knees into the chest and then find your happy baby. Again, you can catch the feet, the ankles, the shins, the backs of the hamstrings, ground down through the low back, tuck your tailbone. And then we'll find half happy baby, this time releasing the right foot. So release the grip on the right foot, let the right leg go long. You can either keep the legs straight or you can bend into the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot to the mat. Take the right hand to the right hip point, little gentle reminder to ground down because you'll notice that the right hip point wants to come up off the mat or it'll want to start to shift to the left. Can you keep squeezing your right glute? Keep the right leg active. So point or flex the foot, engage the leg, and ground down through the leg. Now from here, you can either keep your grip on the foot or you can catch on the back of the hamstring. As you inhale, bend into the left leg, bring the left heel towards the left butt cheek. And then exhale, left leg will go out to the left for a supine big toe B. Inhale, bend into the knee. Exhale, extend through the leg any degree. And one more time, inhale, bend into the leg. And exhale, take it out to the side. Now pause, hold it here. Actively release, relax back of the left shoulder down towards the mat. Maybe you keep a little bend into the left leg. Last 3, 2, And one, come back through center, bend into both knees, and bring soles of the feet to the mat for a bridge position. You're able to reach down and kind of tickle your heels. Now let's start by first inhaling, arch your back way off the mat, like you're trying to bring your heart as high to the ceiling as possible. And then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, ground down through the low back, feel the low belly draw in. Now take another inhale at the bottom with your low back grounded down. And then as you exhale, push into the heels, lift the hips up, keep that core engagement. We'll find a few more rounds there. As you inhale, slowly release, back will come down towards the mat. Exhale, push into the heels. Pause for a moment at the top. Squeeze your glutes and draw the low belly in. Follow the pace of your own breath. So your inhales will take you down. Your exhales will draw you up. And beyond anything else, really feel for this being a core exercise. So you're using your exhale to lift, drawing low belly in, pulling navel to spine. And you're also pushing into the inner blades of the feet, not forgetting about that engagement through the adductors or your midline. Next time you find yourself high, pause, hold at the top. Keep tucking the tailbone, lengthening through the lower lumbar spine, and then find any position with the hands that's comfortable. So that can be by the sides, that can be up overhead if you want a little bit more. Otherwise, take an inhale, push into the left heel. And then as you exhale, bring the right knee in towards the chest, squeeze your left butt cheek a lot. We'll switch. Inhale, right foot will come down. Exhale, left knee will draw into the chest, push into the right heel. Keep marching at your own pace. And again, thinking about activating the core. In times that I feel really like overwhelmed in my life, I always find that core work helps reconnect me with my breath, my center, helps bring me back into this present moment and really feel into my body. So starting off with a little bit of core work this afternoon. Release both feet down to the mat. Let the hips come down. Draw the right knee into the chest. Kick the left leg out long. And then take the fingers on top of the right shin. You're interlacing the fingers and pulling down. Use your next inhale. Lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Alternating knee hugs. As you exhale, really pull right knee into the chest. Lift head, neck, and shoulders higher. And then switch. Another exhale. Bring left knee into the chest. Lift head, neck, and shoulders a little bit higher and switch. Again, follow the pace of your own breath. Keep grounding down through the low back. And once you catch the knee, pull yourself a little bit higher. Keep gazing at the ceiling once you get comfortable in the movement so that you're lengthening through your airway. You're not restricting your airway. You're not restricting your breath. And then find a breath that feels like active and engaging here, whether that's breathing out of the mouth, a little bit of a Pilates breath, or an Ujjayi breath where you add a slight constriction on the back of the throat as you exhale. Option one is to stay here. Option two is to straighten out the leg. So you'll straighten out one leg, pull the shin in towards the chest, and then again, inhale, switch. Exhale, pull the shin in towards the chest. You can catch onto the back of the hamstring. You could also catch onto the calf, helping to pull you up higher. But just be mindful that you're not like overly extending the hamstring in a way that doesn't feel good. You can always keep the knees slightly bent as well. Keep pointing the toes, keep engaging the quads. We'll be here for 4, last 3, last 2. Next time you find yourself with one leg into the chest, pause, hold it here. Whichever leg is up works. Take the hands behind the head. So one leg is up, one leg is down. You're in an L position. As you inhale, release head, neck, and shoulders down. And then exhale, crunch up. Head, neck, and shoulders will lift. Gaze at the ceiling. 2 more times. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders down. Exhale, crunch up. Gaze at the ceiling. And one more time. Inhale, come down. And then exhale, crunch up towards the ceiling. Pause, hold it here. Keep drawing the elbows down towards the mat, gazing at the ceiling for 5. Point the toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release head, neck, and shoulders down, and then switch. Whichever leg hasn't come up yet will come up. Opposite leg will come down. Release head, neck, and shoulders down if you haven't already. Hands behind the head. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, crunch up, pause. Inhale, release back down. Exhale, crunch up, pause. One more time. Inhale, release back down. Exhale, crunch up, pause, hold it here. 5, squeeze your butt cheek, lift the kneecaps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release back down. Bend into both knees, cross at the ankles, rock up and down the spine 2 or 3 times, eventually meeting in an easy seated position. Take your hands anywhere that feels good on the body and then start to find any organic movement that feels good through the head and neck. Sometimes it feels like we work our neck more than anything in core work, which is not the intention, not the goal, but just noticing how it feels after it can be really insightful. Begin to reset the spine, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Big inhale, take the arms up overhead. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Right hand will come down, left hand will reach up overhead. Now, as you inhale, sweep forward through center, and then exhale, lateral side bend opposite direction. Feel for squeezing into the oblique. Again, follow the pace of your own breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over. We'll take it one more time each way. Inhale to reach forward, pushing into the sides of the feet. Exhale to find your side bend. And one more time, take it up and over to the left. Use your next inhale. Both arms will reach high towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, twist towards the right. So your left hand will catch onto the right knee, right hand walking back behind you. Sit up nice and tall and be mindful that you're twisting through the abdomen and not like only through the neck. Using the strength of the left hand, pushing into the opposite knee, also pushing our hips slightly forward. Now keep your left hand where it's at. Release the twist. Your right hand will reach and catch the opposite knee. So you're creating an X with the arms, opposite hands, opposite knees. Rock back on your sit bones. Use the strength of your knees to push down into your hands and then tuck the chin to the chest. You should feel some expansion through the backside of the body. Feel the scapula pull away from one another. Use your next inhale, reset the spine, eagle wrap the arms. You're going to follow that momentum. You can either catch onto opposite shoulders. You could also bring backs of the palms to touch, or you can bring palms to touch. If you feel comfortable here, maybe you draw circles. If you want to stay here, that works. Otherwise, take it to the right, take it down, lean forward, take it to the left, and back up. If you feel comfortable inviting a soft gaze or even closing the eyes here, feeling again, scapula draw apart, the ribs open up, close, expand as we move. And next time you find yourself tall, we'll reset. Big inhale, release the eagle arms. The arms will come up overhead. As you exhale, twist to the left. Right hand will catch opposite knee. Draw low belly in. And as you're here, also feel for relaxing the left shoulder down the back. So we're really using the strength of the right hand to twist and using our exhales to compress the low belly, drawing low belly in, twisting a little deeper. Now keep the right hand where it's at, release the twist. Left hand will catch opposite knee. Take a moment to rock back on your sit bones. Feel scapula draw away from one another, tuck chin to chest. Like you're surrendering, you're like totally releasing. Rock forward on your sit bones and then find your eagle wrap, whether that's grabbing the shoulders, palms, or hands to touch. And the option is stay or draw circles, this time taking it to the left, releasing through center, and making your way back up. Find your own pace here. Can really slow it down. If you have a little bit more energy, you want to burn it, feel free to speed it up, connect it with your breath. Use your next inhale, reset back through center. Big inhale, both arms will come up. And as you exhale, roll over the legs, tabletop position. So we'll meet center of the mat. You might need to shift back a little bit on your mat. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Cat cow, inhale, drop the belly, pinch the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, push into the hands, round through the back. Follow the pace of your own breath, and straight away you can stay here or you can invite any other organic movement. So if you want to roll out the head and neck, feel free. You can draw circles with the head and neck, with the hips. You can just hold one position if it feels really good in your body, whether that's the scapular retraction or protraction. This is an opportunity to slow down again, to feel into your body and to notice how it arrived on the mat this afternoon. Next time you find yourself back through center, hold it here and tuck the tailbone so you have a neutral spine. Knee circles with the right knee, lift the right leg up, and then start to draw big circles with the leg. If there's any area that feels a little sticky, you can pause, give it a moment of extra love there, or pause for a moment at the top with the knee reaching towards the ceiling, feeling the glute engage. Now gaze outside of the right hand, step the right foot outside of the right hand. Your right toes are going to point towards the top right corner of the mat, like crooked monkey. Walk the hands towards the top of your mat, and as you inhale, really let the hips shift forward. So the left hip flexor, the left hip point is reaching forward and down towards the mat. And then as you exhale, push the hips back, shift and lengthen through the right leg any degree. Little dynamic movement. As you inhale, bend into the right knee, shift the hips forward. As you exhale, shift the hips back. Again, if it feels better to hold one or the other, feel free. And you don't need to straighten out your right leg all the way. So if your hammy is a little tight, then you'll shift forward and then you'll shift back, keeping a bend in the right knee the whole time. Otherwise, you could also straighten out the right leg all the way. Keep lengthening through the spine, reaching the hands towards the top of the mat. And then next time you find yourself with the right knee bent, crooked monkey position, hold it here. Left hand down. As you exhale, lift the right hand up and twist. Your right palm will face out towards the right. Push into the left hand. Option one is to stay here. Option two is to go for a quad stretch. Bend into the left leg. Catch the left foot with your right hand. Hug the left heel towards the butt cheek and then surrender the hips down towards the mat. For 3, 2, and 1. Release both hands down to the mat. Crooked monkey is where we're meeting, and then malasana. Tuck the toes, lift the left knee off the mat. Put a soft bend in the left knee as you bump the left foot up, heels in, toes out, top of the mat. And as you exhale, bend into both knees, let the hips descend down. First, find any movement to help you settle into your yogi squat that feels good. So you can rock a little side to side, to take the head side to side. You could pike the hips up, lower back down. And of course, you could always stay more upright in your malasana in your yogi squat. As you start to get comfortable, feeling for pushing more into the outer blades of the feet. So you're using the strength of the glutes to abduct the knees away from one another. Now push into the feet. As you inhale, rise all the way up, strong legs, squeeze your glutes, tuck the tailbone. Hands can stay to heart center, but push the hips forward, open up for a gentle back bend. If you want more, you can take the arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, bend into the knees, Malasana Yogi Squat, descend down. We'll do that 2 more times. Push into the legs, rise all the way up, hips forward, gentle back bends. Exhale, hands will come down through heart center, sit back down. And 1 more time, push into the heels, rise all the way up, find a gentle back bend. And exhale, release back down into your yogi squat. Great. Meeting in our yogi squat, lean slightly forward. Option 1, hands come down to the mat in front of you, shoulders over wrists. Option 2, hands can stay to heart center as you lean slightly forward. Then lift the right heel up, release back down, lift the left heel up, release back down. Feeling the weight shift side to side, working to keep the hips low as we're here. And then eventually, maybe both heels are down, or option 2, both heels up. Interlace the fingers, reach the hands forward, both heels reaching off the mat. For 5, your upper body's coming a little bit more parallel to the mat. 3, draw low belly in. 2, and 1. Release the heels back down, plant the hands on the mat, step back into your tabletop position. You'll probably need to shimmy it back a little bit more towards the center of your mat, and then we'll switch, we'll do side 2. I'll flip, face the opposite direction so you can see my leg, but this time it's your left leg that you're drawing knee circles with. Again, noticing if there's any areas that feel a little sticky, need a moment of extra love, maybe pausing for a moment at the top, spreading through the fingers. Now gaze at the left hand, step the left foot outside of the left hand. Crooked monkey position, hands will walk towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, let the hips descend down. Right hip point is reaching down towards the mat and also towards the top of the mat. So it's like you're pulling the hip point forward and down. And then as you exhale, shift the hips back, lengthen through the left leg any degree. Few more times, inhale, bend into the left leg, shift forward, squeeze your right glute. Exhale, shift back any degree. Follow the pace of your own breath and take it through your range. Maybe the left knee stays bent the whole time. Maybe you straighten out the left leg completely. But as you shift the hips back, feeling for this decompression through the spine, it's almost like your upper body is in down dog as you reach through the fingertips and you send the hips back. Next time you bend into the left leg, pause, hold it here, take an inhale. And as you exhale, we'll twist. This hand, it's the left hand that's lifting, twisting towards the left leg. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, quad stretch. You can bend into the right leg, catch onto the foot or ankle, hug the right heel towards your bum, and then let the hips descend down towards the mat. Last 3, 2, and one. Release into crooked monkey, and then meet in malasana. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee off the mat, put a soft bend in the knee as you bump the right foot up, heels in, toes out, and then as you exhale, let the hips descend down. Another moment to settle in, to draw knees away from one another. Push into the feet, inhale, rise all the way up to stand. This time, pause, hold standing. Turn the toes so they face more forward. Take a deep breath in, reach through the fingertips. And as you exhale, side bend to the right, up and over. Your right hand will reach down, left hand reaching across the body. Inhale, reach back up through center. Exhale to the left, up and over. Peel the top shoulder back, squeeze your glutes. Follow the pace of your own breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the left. Next time you find yourself tall, take a deep breath. Turn the toes so they point out. Exhale, Malasana Yogi Squat. Bend into the knees, draw them away from one another. Great, amazing. One more time. Hands can plant forward as you lean forward. You could also keep hands to heart center. Your butt will lift slightly. Now, option one, right heel up, left heel up. You could keep one heel up or both heels down. Option two, lift both heels off the mat, interlace the fingers, push the arms forward, find your balance, find your drishti, your focal point on the mat to look at for 3, 2, and 1. Let the heels drop down, plant the hands, step back into your first downward facing dog. So step back into a high plank and then pike the hips up. Take a few moments to make this down dog feel really good. So you can pedal the feet out. You can shake the hips a little bit side to side. Shake the head out, yes and no. Maybe take a big expressive sigh out of the mouth. Use your next inhale, lift the right leg. Bend the knees, stack the hip. The right hip is stacking on top of the left. And then actively relax the right shoulder down. So you're pushing into the right hand to relax the right shoulder down and then softening the left heel down towards the mat. You can stay here with the right knee bent or draw circles with the knee. You could also draw circles with the ankle, massaging up the hip joint, the ankle. Use your next inhale, straighten out the right leg. Take a deep breath in, squeeze the right glute. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. Step it through for a low lunge. Drop the left knee to the mat, lift the chest, take a deep breath in, arms come up overhead. Pull the right hip back, the left hip forward, and squeeze your right glute a lot. As you exhale, just one time half split, take it back. We're gonna pause, hold it here in our half split. You can keep the hands on the mat. You could float the hands. You could also turn the right big toe more to the right, more to the left. If you want to find any movement in the leg, like if you want to lengthen the leg, taking the heel more towards the top of the mat or closer towards the body, feel free. Last 3, 2, and 1. Back into our low lunge, bend into the right knee. Take the arms up overhead, melt the hips forward. I'm going to show you from this opposite direction. We're going to find a baby warrior 2. So take a deep breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, open up to the side of your mat. Arms will reach opposite directions. You're turning the left shin out 90 degrees, keeping the deep bend in your right knee. Great. Big inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Peel the right shoulder back and keep the deep bend in the right knee. And as you exhale, baby side angle. It's just like side angle on the mat with our bottom leg lifted, but now our left knee is down. So you can take right forearm, right thigh. You could also reach down for the mat. Bend into the left elbow and take the left hand behind the head. As you inhale, draw the left elbow towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, release it down towards the mat. A few more times. Inhale, open up, elbow reaches towards the ceiling. Exhale, release down, twisting through the abdomen, not just the neck. Inhale, elbow up, and exhale, down. Release both hands down to the mat and take both hands to the top left corner of the mat. Humble warrior 2 or humble lunge. Hands are reaching top left corner of the mat. When you feel ready, release the head and neck. Imagine that your upper body is in like downward facing dog. Your lower body is in this lunge position. So your lower body stays engaged. The quad is active, also big stretch through the hips, but your upper body is decompressing the spine as you reach the fingertips and you send the hips back. Now walk the hands back in, Revolve low lunge. We'll turn back on the left shin. So the left toes point to the back of the mat. Left hand down, right hand up, tuck the back toes and lift the left knee off the mat. You're pushing into your bottom hand to facilitate the twist to stack shoulders on top of one another. And then prepare for our first side plank of class. So, option one, you drop the left knee, you turn the shin out 90 degrees, you take the right leg back behind you. Option two, you find a side plank stacking the feet on top of one another, or you could always find a different position with this top leg. But we'll hold our side plank, any expression for 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down, downward facing dog. Pike the hips high. Take another inhale, lift the right leg high towards the ceiling. Relax the left heel. And as you exhale, pull right knee in, knee to nose. Don't shift forward yet. So don't shift shoulders over wrist. Keep the hips high, reaching towards the ceiling. And then find a figure 4 down dog. Flex into the right foot. Take the right ankle over the left thigh and bend into the left knee. Push with your hands, upper body closer to the right shin. So you're actively softening into your right glute. And again, staying long and strong through the arms and upper body. Now gaze to the top of the mat and then set up for pigeon. Keep right knee bent. Your right shin will come forward. Let the hips drop down, shin drop down. I like to take my fingertips off to the side and slightly forward and then tent them. So there's very little weight in my fingertips here. You could also take hands behind the head. Otherwise, as you inhale, push into the right shin. Let the left hip flexor come down. Find a little bit of a back bend. And then as you exhale, bend into the elbow, soften down towards the mat. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chest, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend, take it down. And 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Soften, settle into your pigeon, any expression, whether you make a little pillow for your forehead, whether you bring the forehead down to the mat, to a block. You could also bring forearms down. You could rock a little bit side to side. If you want to stay upright, find more of a back bend position. That's also great. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Step back into your first high plank. So plant the hands on the mat, tuck the back toes, high plank, and hold it. Knees up or down, both are great. Push into the hands, actively protract through the shoulders. So don't just think about resisting your body weight from the mat. Push your upper body and chest actively as far away from the ground as you can, as eyes at the elbows spin forward. First chaturanga of class, lean forward slightly. As you exhale, bend into the elbows, lower halfway. And inhale through any back bend of choice, whatever feels good in the body. Sphinx pose, baby cobra, high cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pike the hips high. Letting upper body stay engaged, but head stay heavy. We'll switch for side 2. Inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knees, stack the hip. So the left hip is actively stacking on top of the right. Push into the left hand, surrender left shoulder down towards the mat, and let the right heel be soft. Keep spreading through the fingers. And then option 1, stay here, or you can draw circles with your knee, with your ankle. Could also just find stillness, feel where the breath travels in the body. As you inhale, straighten out the left leg, deep breath in. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose for a low lunge. Left foot will step through, right knee will come down towards the mat. Push the hips forward and then square the hips off. So right hip forward, left hip back, squeeze your right butt cheek, take the arms up overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, take it back, half split. We'll hold for a few breaths here. So you can just stay with hands on the mat. You could also take hands to blocks. You could float the hands. If you want to find any movement, turning big toe to the right and left, feel free. If you're doing that, turning big toe to the right and left, feel how that adjusts your hips. Your left hip pulling forward, then your left hip pulling back. Eventually in a half split, we want for our hips to be square. We're chasing uniformity. Now bend into the left knee, take a deep breath in, low lunge, arms come up. And exhale, baby warrior. We'll turn the right shin out 90 degrees. Arms will come out to the side. Now you're turning your hips to face the side of the mat, tucking your tailbone under, bending deeply into the left leg. When you feel ready, inhale, reverse your warrior, left hand reaching up and back to the back of the mat. Keep peeling the top shoulder back and bending into the left leg. And exhale, baby side angle. Any expression, whether that's forearm to the thigh or hand down to the mat. Bend into the right elbow. Take right hand behind the head. Inhale, right elbow up. Exhale, right elbow down. Two more times. Inhale, right elbow up. Push into the left hand. Exhale, down. And one more time. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow down. Release both hands down to the mat and then walk them to the top right corner of the mat. Baby lunge or humble lunge. Tuck the chin, release the head and neck. Keep bending deeply into the left knee. Thinking upper body in this downward facing dog position, lower body in this lunge. And as you bend deeper into the left knee, feeling more of an opening through your right hip. So softening right hip point down towards the mat, like a half frog position. Last 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands back in. Revolve low lunges where we're going. So we'll have to turn the right shin out so the foot faces to the back of the mat. Right hand down, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee off the mat. Left hand will reach up towards the ceiling. Push into your bottom hand to facilitate the twist. Draw the heel towards the back of the room. And then either stay here or find your side plank. So option 1, you can drop the bottom knee, take the left leg back. You could also stack the feet on top of one another or go different expression with the top leg. Any expression with the top arm, so you can reach left fingers to the ceiling or you can take them up overhead. Last 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, downward facing dog. Roll back on your feet so you're rolling onto the sole of them and then pike the hips high. Use your next inhale, lift the left leg, soften the right heel. Exhale, left knee to nose. Keep the hips high though, so you keep pushing the weight back. Flex into the left foot, figure 4 down dog. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Pushing upper body closer to the left shin and opening up through the left hip point, through the left glute. Now gaze forward, left shin down, half pigeon position. Right knee will come down. First, take a moment to settle into it. If you want to add intensity, you can gently walk the right knee further away from the body. Otherwise, tent the fingers or take hands behind the head as you inhale, gentle back bend, right hip down. Exhale, bend into the elbows, release down towards the mat. Inhale, open up, undulate through the spine. Exhale, release back down. And one more time, inhale, lift the chest, right hip point down. And exhale, release. Settle into your pigeon, whether that's forearms on the mat, fingers, forehead. Actively pull the right hip point down. Soften into the left glute. Last 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, step back, find a high plank, take a deep breath. Exhale, chaturanga of choice. Knees up or down, bend into the elbows. Inhale through any back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog, pike the hips high. We'll do that again, a little bit more breath to movement, and we'll clean it up a little bit. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step the right foot through, drop the left knee. Inhale, low lunge, lift the chest. Exhale, half split, take it back, lengthen through the right leg. Inhale, bend into the knee, low lunge, lift the chest. Exhale, open up to the side of the mat, baby warrior 2. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, baby side angle, reach up and over. Skipping that humble lunge straight into revolve low lunge, left hand down. Take the left foot back of the mat, right hand high. Use your next breath, lift into your side plank of choice, stacking right foot on top of the left or left knee down. 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Inhale, figure 4 down dog, cross the right shin. Exhale, set up for pigeon. Right shin coming forward. Another inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, soften, surrender down towards the mat. Plant the hands, step back, high plank, deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, bend elbows. Inhale, open up back bends. And exhale, tuck toes, pike hips high, downward facing dog. Side 2, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, low lunge. Right knee on the mat. Lift the chest, arms up. Exhale, take it back. Half split. Lengthen through the left leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Low lunge. Exhale, baby warrior two. Turn to the side of your mat. Inhale, reverse your baby warrior. Left hand reaches up and back. Exhale, left hand forward and down, baby side angle. Inhale, revolve low lunge, right hand down, rotate on your axis, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up, and then find your side plank of choice, whatever that may be. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Plant the left hand, downward facing dog, pike the hips high. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Inhale, figure 4, down dog, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Exhale, left shin forward, set up for pigeon. Another inhale to lift the chest. And exhale to take it down. Plant the hands on the mat, step back, find a high plank, stacking shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend elbows, chaturanga arms. Inhale, find a back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pause, hold it here. An opportunity, again, to reconnect with your breath, your center. Maybe take another big expressive sigh out of the mouth. Release some heat. When you're ready, next inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through, high lunge. Your right foot will plant. Your left knee will stay off the mat. High crescent lunge. Again, actively squaring hips off, right hip back, left hip forward. Bend deeply into the right knee. Take a deep breath in. We're going to mirror what we did on the mat. As you exhale, lengthen through your right leg any degree. Maybe that's all the way. Maybe that's a little bit. Maybe you keep a deep bend in the knee if that feels better. Otherwise, as you exhale, send your hips back, crown of the head reaching forward in a pyramid position. Arms can reach back behind you. You could also take hands down to the mat or to blocks if that feels better. And again, you can always keep right knee bent. Now inhale, bend into the right knee again, high lunge, squeeze your left glute. And exhale, warrior two. So just like we did on the mat, this time the left knee is off the mat. We're squaring our hips off, so we're opening up towards the side of the room. I'm gonna face this way so you guys can see me. Big expansive reach through the arms. Keep the deep bend into the right knee. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Feel the top shoulder back, squeeze into the oblique. And exhale, side angle. Pause, hold it here. So you can bring forearm to the thigh. You could also reach down for the mat or reach for a block. Same thing we did on the mat. Bend into the left elbow. Take the left hand behind the head. As you inhale, open up, left elbow towards the ceiling. Exhale, left elbow down towards the right. 2 more times. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow down. And 1 more time. Inhale, elbow up. And exhale down. Both hands down, humble warrior, humble lunge. Hands will walk top left corner of the mat. Just for this first round, keep your legs in this lunge position. Decompress the spine. Let the spine grow long, the head be heavy. Keep the left quad super active as you're here. We're not forgetting about it. Now walk the hands back in. Revolve low lunge. Left hand down, high on the ball of the back foot. Right hand will reach high towards the ceiling. Find your side plank of choice. Knee can be up, knee can be down, forearm can be down. If your wrist is feeling a little funky, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Plant the right hand, downward facing dog. Then lift the right leg high, single leg down dog. Take a deep breath in. This is where we change. Exhale, bring right knee in, knee to nose. Step the right foot through the hands. Single leg Tadasana. Put a soft bend in the left knee as you draw the left knee into the chest and you rise up. So you should be now at the top of your mat. Left knee is pulled into the chest, right foot on the mat. Take the arms up overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, figure 4 chair pose. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. You can stay upright with hands to heart center. You could also compress upper body to lower body. So you're bringing your upper body, your chest, more towards the leg. That's option 2. Option 3, you could also catch onto the shin and then rise up with the shin. But any variation you're in, we'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet to touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Take the arms up overhead, squeeze the glutes, deep breath in. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, head is heavy, tip the weight into the toes. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway, send your butt back, crown of the head forward. And exhale, chaturanga of choice. So you can step back, you can jump back, landing with bent chaturanga arms, or you can skip it entirely, eventually meeting in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath before side two. Deep breath in. Exhale, big sigh out. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose, setting up for high lunge. Left foot steps through. Push into the left heel. Use the strength of the left glute to rise. Square the hips off. Keep the deep end of the left knee. Take a deep breath in, reach through the fingertips. And as you exhale, option a lengthen through the left leg any degree. Send the hips back, upper body reaching forward. Draw low belly in, engage your core a lot to find your balance. Now inhale, bend into the left leg, reset the spine. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the side of your mat. Nice. Left knee stays deeply bent. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Left hand reaching to the back of the mat, squeeze into the oblique. And exhale, side angle of choice. Forearm to thigh or reach down towards the mat. Right hand behind the head. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow down. Two more times. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow down. And one more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Humble lunge, both hands down. Reach both hands top right corner of the mat. Take a moment to catch your breath. Anytime the head is below the heart like this, it'll lower our heart rate. Great opportunity to reconnect with our breath. Keep the right leg active. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down, left hand high. Revolve low lunge, reaching up towards the ceiling. And find your side plank of choice. Any expression. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand down, pike the hips high, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg, take a deep breath in, pointer flex the foot. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose, stack shoulders over wrists. Now step the left foot through. Again, feel for pushing into the left heel to bring the right knee into the chest. So you're using the strength of the glute and then rising up. Right knee into the chest, grounding down through the left leg. Deep breath in, single leg Tadasana. And exhale, figure four chair pose. Option 1, you're more upright. Option 2, you compress upper body and lower body. Option 3, you catch the shin and then you rise up like a half happy baby, except now we're pulling the shin in towards the body. And you can always too catch the knee and the ankle with the hand, with each hand, instead of wrapping it in the elbow crease. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet to touch. Big inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge from the hips, take it down, forward fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant hands, optional chaturanga of choice, meeting in downward facing dog when we're ready. Using a big exhale to pike the hips up. We'll take that through a few more times, a little bit more breath to movement. As always, follow the pace of your own breath. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, high lunge, left knee off the mat, lift the chest, arms up. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Maybe you lengthen through the right leg. Inhale, take both arms up, bend into the right knee, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side of the mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. This time straight into revolve low lunge. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up, high on the ball of the back foot, revolve low lunge. Inhale, side plank of choice, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Plant the right hand, single leg down dog, right leg high, deep breath in. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step the right foot through. Inhale, single leg Tadasana. Left knee draws into the chest. Exhale, figure four chair pose. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Hold, find your expression for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet to touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Take the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, optional chaturanga or skip it, eventually meeting in downward facing dog when you're ready. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Arms up. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Send your butt back, crown of the head forward. Inhale, bend into the left leg, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the side of the mat. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, revolve low lunge, right hand down, left hand up. Find your side plank, hold 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, left leg up, single leg down dog. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through, single leg Tadasana, right knee pulls into the chest. And exhale, cross. Find your variation, figure 4 chair. 3, keep the weight in the left heel. Find your dristi, your focal point to look at. 2, and 1. Bring the feet to touch, Urdhva Hasta, big inhale up. Exhale, hinge, take it down, forward fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant hands. Option to take it through a chaturanga or skip, eventually meeting in down dog. Plug elbows in your chaturanga. One more time each side. We'll add on just a little bit at the end. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through, high lunge. Right foot steps through. Exhale, hinge and sweep, butt goes back, crown of the head forward. Inhale, high lunge, bend into the right knee. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side of your mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, revolve low lunge, left hand down, right hand up, high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, side plank, hold 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, right leg high, single leg down dog. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, single leg Tadasana. Left knee pulls into the chest. Might be a little bit of a wobbly transition. Exhale, figure 4 chair. Hold 3, 2, and 1. This is where we add on. Lift the chest, bring the left knee back into the chest. Take a big step back, opening up to goddess. So step your left foot back, turn to the side of your mat. I'm going to turn, face the opposite direction. Heels in, toes out. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a moment to settle in here, just like Malasana. You can shift the hips a little bit side to side. You could arch the back, send your hips back, and then tuck the tailbone, a little bit of like an Elvis move. Feel the spine undulate and move. Opportunity to take the hands behind the head, draw the elbows back, take an inhale. As you exhale, take it up and over, whichever side you want to start with. Side body stretch, squeeze into the oblique. Inhale, reset back through center. Exhale, opposite direction. Keep following side to side, using your exhales to take it up and over, and your inhales to lift back up with the strength of your midline, drawing crown of the head towards the ceiling. Again, being mindful of the head and neck, not leading with the head and neck, instead moving from our side body and squeezing into opposite oblique. Next time you find yourself with crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling, pause, hold it here. Take the hands to heart center. Option to lift just one heel. So maybe you start with just the right heel, or option 2, you lift both heels. Same position we found in Malasana. You'll send your butt back, upper body forward, interlace the fingers, push the arms forward, finding that like perfect point of balance on your toes. So great for strengthening our ankles, our knees, opening up through the hips, also strengthening the erectors and the spine, just holding 3, 2, and 1. Release the heels down, wide leg forward fold. Plant the hands on the mat as you inhale, turn the heels out, lift halfway. Feel for flipping your tailbone more up. And then as you exhale, surrender, upper body heavy. Pause here, yogi's choice. You can find any organic movement that feels good. So you can wiggle a little bit side to side. You could also take hands down to the mat, undulate through the spine, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. If you want to go into an inversion, feel free. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, turn all 10 toes to the front of the mat. Setting up for pigeon pose on the left side. I actually don't know which foot should be forward because I switched opposite direction. Whichever foot is forward. Pigeon. You're going to take the foot opposite direction of the mat. Let the shin come down. Use an inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, fold. We'll settle into a passive pigeon for a few breaths here. An opportunity to reconnect with our breath, our heartbeat. Maybe reconnecting to the sensations happening around us, like what surrounds us. All part of our experience. Again, noticing the sensation of the mat underneath your fingertips, maybe underneath your forehead. Noticing the temperature of the mat, the temperature of your breath. Noticing the texture and the firmness of whatever you're practicing on, whether that's a carpet, hardwood, the slight cushion of your mat. And when you're ready, we'll come out of it. Plant your hands on the mat, step back, find a high plank, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, optional chaturanga, bend into the elbows. Inhale through any back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more side. When you're ready, inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step the left foot through, inhale, high lunge. Push into the left heel, lift the chest, take the arms up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, take it back, sweep. Inhale, bend into the left leg, high lunge, take the arms up. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side of your mat. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, revolve, low lunge, right hand down, left hand up, high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, side plank of choice, hold 3, 2, 1. Plant the left hand, pike the hips high. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, lift the chest. Single leg Tadasana. Exhale, figure 4 chair. Hold 3. Find your expression. 2 and 1. Right knee back into the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, step back. Now inhale, shift to the side of the mat. Lift the chest, heels and toes out. And exhale, goddess. This round, if there's any expression you want to find in goddess, go for it. Otherwise, I'll offer twist. Take the hands inside the legs, twist side to side. This feels so good on my back and my legs, especially if I've had like a long day of manual labor, a long day of shoveling. We take the hands inside the legs, take some pressure off of them, and then you can use your hands for traction and grip to twist deeper. Last 3, 2, and 1. Opportunity one more time for that. I heard Kate call this bear. So I think this is called bear. Otherwise, I don't know what it's called. But if you're just lifting one heel, this time it's going to be your left heel that lifts or both heels lift. Take your hands to heart center, interlace your fingers, reach the hands forward, send your butt back, crown of the head reaching forward, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Release the heels down, plant the hands on the mat, turn the heels out as you inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, fold. Upper body heavy. Maybe you wiggle a little bit side to side. Tip the weight slightly into your toes. Let the spine decompress and the heart rate lower as the head is below the heart. Use your next inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, walk it to the front of the mat. Pigeon pose. If you're with me this time, it's left foot forward or whichever foot you haven't done yet. Otherwise, left foot should be forward. Heel toe the left foot to the right side of the mat or pick it up, take it to the opposite side of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold. Actively drawing right hip flexor down towards the mat. Softening into the shoulders, the expression. All downhill from here. without actively trying to change it, noticing your breath, its cadence, pace, rhythm, and depth, where the breath travels in the body as you inhale, and what you feel soften as you exhale. Start to plant the hands. Take the left leg back, high plank. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, option for your final chaturanga of class, bending into the elbows. Inhale to lift the chest. And then this time, instead of piking the hips high down dog, take it back child's pose. Bring big toes to touch. Bring forehead down towards the mat. Feel for this act of surrendering. Actually, very active. It's like an intentional choice to surrender to time, gravity, allowing your body, your breath to soften and allowing them to work with one another. Push into the hands, come to lie on your back. However you want to get there. Sweep the legs one direction. Coming to your back, knees will come into the chest. Finding a final happy baby. Again, maybe catching onto the feet, the hamstrings, rocking a little bit side to side. Opportunity here, any final movement, wiggle, posture, or shimmy that may feel good before we close out our practice. If there's nothing, no need to do anything at all. No need to force anything. But if there's something that sounds good here, whether that's legs up the wall, a back bend, an inversion, a twist, feel free to make your way there. There is no rush to get there. As you start to feel ready, settled, and called to, begin to make your way into your final resting posture, which is really any posture that you can find a little bit of physical stillness in. And again, allow yourself to come back to the sensation and act of noticing. As your mind wanders to what we may label as a distraction,